Pesachim Daf test today's first email comes from Yosef Kamen. He says, I, Yosef Kamen, joined your shir since Shabbos Daf Hayim Beis. I live in Brooklyn. I like the way you give a daf. You explain with energy and visuals. You're amazing. Keep up the good work. I believe Yossi is in a koil because he says, as Rosh Koil said, that kavush is only with a lot of water. Okay, we'll go there a different time. Now we have a machloikis emails. Mr. Fast says that the Chavetz Chaim in his elderly Yarim wasn't able to eat chrein. He was advised by his doctors to eat lettuce, but he didn't make a bracha al achilas marar since he had no mesorah. He's not 100% sure where everybody got these different names from the Mishnah. How do people know what they are? All the best and keep up your great work. Hatzlacha. Then we have Manny Brown. He says his father said that the Chavetz Chaim did eat lettuce when he couldn't eat marar. So it seems to be a little bit of machloikis here. Akoparim, thank you very much for all the emails. We're starting a brand new Mishnah today and a ton of Agadata. The Mishnah says that if Erev Pesach falls out on Shabbos, like we have it this year, when do you do Be'er Chametz? You can't make a fire on Shabbos. Remeir says you take everything you're not going to use on Shabbos and burn it before Shabbos. Chachamim say you burn it, you don't burn it, but you get rid of it. You do beer on Shabbos, you throw it into the wind. And Elazar Bar Tzaddik says depends. Truma, which is really difficult to get rid of, hard to find the coin, you get rid of it before Shabbos. Chulin, you get rid of on Shabbos, and he brought it right from his own father, who was by Rabbi Gamliel. He was with his father, and the Shamish got up and said, Rabbi Isai, it's time to burn, to get rid of the chametz on Shabbos. The Mishnah tells us three different cases of a person who left, let's say for Dvar Mitzvah, he's going to his own chasana to do a milah on his son, or to shech the carbon pesach. He's going for a mitzvah and he realizes that he has chametz at home. What should he do? If he doesn't have time to do both, to go back, he should be mevatel in his heart. What if he's going for a hatzalas nefashis to save somebody from drowning, from a fire, from a goy? Obviously, he doesn't go back. He's mevatel in his heart. However, if he left for dvar rishus, like to make an eruv tchumim for rishus, says Rashi, then obviously he must go back home and forget about the eruv tchumim and be mevar the chametz like that. What is the shear that he goes back for? And another case in the Mishnah is kachim. If a person realizes that he has meat from a kachei kalim, like a shlamim, on him, if he's so far away from the Beis Hamikdash, like past Harat Soifim, we're not mechayiv him to go back. He should burn it on the spot. Otherwise, he goes back to the Beis Hamikdash, uses the wood of the Beis Hamikdash to burn the kachim. How much kachim? How much chametz? Remeir says a kebeitza. Rabbi Yehuda says kezayis. Chacham says it depends. For kachim it's a kezayis. For chametz it's kebeitza. And now we get into the agadita. A Talmud Chacham could marry the daughter of a kohen, and if he does, he'll become wealthy. If he's not a Talmud Chacham, terrible things will happen. Like the pasuk says, if a woman, a bas kohen, marries a zar, the following pasuk says, amana, grusha, zera einla, she won't have children. He'll bury her, she'll bury him before their days come. They'll become poor. Rabbi Yeshua married a bas kohen, he became sick, and he attributed it to him marrying the bas kohen. He said, Aaron HaKohen is not happy with a son-in-law like myself. Rav Idi married a bas kohen, and he was zoicha to two tremendous sons who had smicha, Rav Sheshes bar Idi and Rav Yeshua bar Idi. Rav Papa, the famous Rav Papa, who had a beer business and he was very wealthy, he said, because I married a bas kohen, I became wealthy. Rav Kahana said, I married a bas kohen, and therefore it caused me to run away from the authorities. He had to go from Bavel to Eretz Yisrael after he killed the Moiser. Person who benefits from a sudas rishus, at the end of the day, he's going to go into Golas. Reb Shimon Bar Yochai says, if a Talmud Chacham should not benefit from a suda that's not a sudas mitzvah. What does that mean? Like a person, a regular Yisrael who marries a bas kohen, or an Amaretz who marries the daughter of a Talmud Chacham. A Talmud Chacham who eats too much is going to cause his wife to become an almana while he's still alive, and his sons to become Yisayim while he's still alive. In other words, he's going to be forced to work harder and longer hours, and he won't see his family. He'll forget his Torah because he won't have time to review his Torah. It'll cause a lot of machlokes. He won't know the halachas. He'll borrow too much from people, and it'll cause a lot of strife. People won't listen to him because he won't know halacha, and he causes a chil Hashem, chil Hashem Rabbi, chil Hashem Aviv, causes a bad name to his entire family, to himself, to his children, to his grandchildren. And the Gemara says they call him all these very interesting names. They'll call him an oven warmer, a plate licker, a bar dancer, and a drunk that just lays down on the sidewalk, takes his clothing, folds it up, and uses it as a pillow. A person should sell everything he owns in order to marry the daughter of a Talmud Chacham, because if he ends up dying, Rahman al-Islam, or getting lost somewhere, at least he knows that his wife will bring up his children in the proper hashkafa and way. And on that they say, Invei hagefen be'invei hagefen, davar no miskabel, will have beautiful children, but if not, the reverse, chas v'shalom, invei hagefen be'invei hasneh, the thorns davar mechuar ve'einu miskabel, discussing thing which won't be accepted. What should you do if you can't find the daughter of a Talmid Chacham? The next in line is Gdoilei Dar, meaning Anshe Maisa v'Tzadikim. After that are the community leaders. After that are the Gabbai Tzedakah. After that, teachers, Rabbeim and Cheder, their daughter. But never marry the daughter of Adam Aretz. Adam Aretz himself is a Sheketz. His wife is a Sheretz. And together they have a daughter that it says on her, Ar Shoichev im Kol Behema, considered Behema because they don't have das to understand. According to the Taz, they don't understand Ki Chayecha V'Yerchimecha, the following Rashi. They don't understand the idea that Torah is our life. Rebbe says, now the Gemara gets real into the Amaratzim. Rebbe says an Amoritz doesn't have the right to eat meat and bird, chicken, because it says Zois Torah Sabehema Va'oif. If you learn Torah, you could eat meat. Rebbe Lazar says an incredible halacha. If you see an Amoritz, you're allowed to kill him from top to bottom. Another, cut him open. On Yom Kippur and Shabbos, a lot of Rishonim say it doesn't mean it literally. If in fact, if you do kill him, you're chayiv misa. It means this is how much Talmid Chacham despised the Amaratzim. Kill him like you kill a fish from his back where he can never live. And the reason why the Gemara doesn't use a refined language of shchita, just nechira, because shchita requires a bracha. We don't even want to make a bracha on him when we kill him. You're not allowed to be accompanied by an Amoritz in a dark, secluded place because he might kill you. If he doesn't care about himself, he certainly doesn't care about your life. Rabbi Kiva says, when I was an Amoritz, I used to say, give me a Talmid Chacham and I'll bite him like a donkey. Donkey breaks bones, unlike a dog. It's worse than a dog. Rabbi Meir says, if somebody marries off his daughter to Amoritz, it's as if he tied up his daughter and threw her to the lions. The lion is not mevuyesh. He destroys his prey without asking any questions. So too the Amoritz will destroy his wife. If we wouldn't need to come onto them, or some say they didn't need to come onto us, they would kill us. If somebody learns Torah in front of Amoritz, it's as if he is boyal the Amoritz arusa. In other words, the Ishasish right in front of him is mevayishim. The Amoritz hates Talmid Chachamim more than the Goyim hate the Jews, and their wives hate Talmid Chachamim even more. And somebody that was religious, kept Torah mitzvahs, and went off the derech, hates from Jews more than anybody else, because he knows how much we don't like them. You don't give over testimony to the Amoritz, you don't receive testimony from Amoritz, you don't give him any secrets because he'll reveal them to everybody, you don't make him a petropos on Yisoyim because they take half the money, and you don't make him a Gabi Tzedakah. Some say you don't even return the Aveda if you know that it's his. Tanna Kamma says you do because perhaps he'll go to his children who will do tshuva, who will be better. When it comes to Birkas Hamazon and Zimur, Rebbe Meir is the opposite of what he says here. Rebbe Meir says the shir is Kazayis, Rebbe Yehuda says the shir is Kebeitza. Because Rebbe Yehuda holds the Chalta V'Savata has to be, you only make Birkas Hamazon when you're fulfilled, you're satiated. But when it comes to our sugya of going back home, it's a svara, it's like Tumah. Rebbe Meir says, just like to make something Tumah, you need a Kebeitza, so to go home. And Rebbe Yehuda says it's like Isser. To have Isser, Kachim is Kazai, so to go home. Rebbe Nassan says, Chametz and Kachim are two Kebeitzim, and nobody agreed to him. Have a wonderful day.